Hey guys, when I went to see The Danish Girl, we got press notes that came with a terms to know section that I didn't even realize I needed. So when talking to director Tom Hooper and the cast of the film, I opted to ask them if they had any misconceptions about being a transgender person before they started working on the film. Check out what they told me.
I was actually offered the film about 3-4 years ago, and in that prep time, that the education was huge. I'm sort of embarrassed at my ignorance before, but I'd never questioned gender and sexuality. I thought the two things were related somehow. I suppose that was the sort of major thing, but I learned lots of things.
I think what I realized was that every single journey and person and couple, it's just different.
Is there something you'd like to tell me?
Is there something you'd like to know?
I'm your wife. I know everything.
I think it's what the good thing about making this movie, or movies in general, is that it gives you this wonderful opportunity that you wouldn't otherwise have to understand a little bit more of a human experience that is not your own.
We had so many extremely generous people from the transgender community, and also for me prepping for the role of Gerda, a lot of people who are family members or loved ones to people going through whatever Lili is the fact that they just totally opened up and said, you can ask me anything.
We all went on a journey of learning a lot about the trans experience. So, if I compare what I knew in 2008, when I first read the script to now, but it's really thanks to the kind of generosity of trans women and trans men who we met and shared their stories, and some great, books. I mean, like Jan Morris's Conundrum is like one of the great books I've ever read, which really gives you insight. So, I've definitely been on a journey.
The fact is, I believe that I'm a woman.
And I believe it too.
I suppose the major thing was the notion of what trans meant. I assumed that it meant that you had to have undergone some sort of actual physical transition, but it's not that. Being a trans person is your gender inside you, and your soul is different to that you were assigned at birth, and you don't have to have gone through any sort of physical transition at all.
It's been criminally underrepresented. I think, we have a tendency to fear that which is unfamiliar, and in doing so, we limit ourselves. And the only antidote to prejudice is knowledge, is education. And until we are given the opportunity to familiarize ourselves with the varying degrees of what it is to be human, the human experience, until we're able to familiarize ourselves with different parts of that spectrum, we're kept in the dark, and there's an element of kind of fear. There's a visceral reaction to that which you don't know.
Thanks so much for watching. The Danish Girl hits select theaters on November 27th and then expands in December. Hit the subscribe button to keep up with everything we've got coming your way on Collider, including more from the Danish Girl press day.